With summer temperatures still pushing the mercury well into the 30s, it's left many Cape Townians sauntering in the heat. Townships like the Joe Slovo settlement have been particularly hit hard, where some residents find the soaring temperatures inside their homes totally intolerable.
Living in a shack is very hot in summertime because the shack, most of them are made out of zinc, and the zinc is very hot in summer, and in winter it's very cold.
It is very hot in summer. When we enter in the house, you can't even drink the water that is inside. You can't even sleep inside during the day because it's very hot.
But there may be some respite on the horizon for shack dwellers around the country, because academics at the University of Cape Town have embarked on a project that aims to make their homes a lot more cooler. The Cool Shack project is a brainchild of Dr. Kevin Winter, a senior lecturer in environmental science, who set out to retrofit existing shack structures with innovative materials that's meant to make life inside one a lot more livable.
Now, the main idea is to try to create comfortable living conditions inside shacks in and around Cape Town, in and around the rest of South Africa, and really worldwide about 1 billion people living in these conditions. So the idea was to try and create these comfortable conditions, particularly around temperature and humidity. And our goal was to try to make sure that we were 10 degrees cooler than a conventional shack.
The exterior changes of the Cool Shack are quite noticeable. Ones that are retrofitted are clad with fire-retardant materials, offering people some protection during a runaway blaze. Inside, it's a lot cooler than conventional shacks. Sensitive temperature gauges take accurate readings on the number of successful measures that were taken to cool things inside.
Inside the shack, we've got some ventilation, very passive, simple ventilation, which cools it down through a bed of charcoal sitting in a water base, and that brought the temperature down to 10 degrees. The maximum we've got out of this is about 10 degrees. We did that initially by cladding the shack with a white cloth, and it's made from recycled plastic, and we pasted that on, painted a light paint on it, a water-based paint, and it gave us about 3 degrees. And then we put a pitched roof on it, which is partly creating a shadow and deflecting some of the sun's rays, and also helping to drain these shacks as well. So there's another important element that it's bringing into it. We need results before we get to
The project has also incorporated ways in which a shack can be retrofitted to withstand a drop in temperatures and flooding, something that is quite commonly encountered in winter. But so far the signs seem very encouraging and may just make life in many impoverished communities a lot more bearable. There are clearly a number of practical benefits that shack dwellers in informal townships like this can gain out of the Cool Shack project, but it's still a while before the technology can be implemented. Until then, residents will unfortunately have to bear the heat in the summer months. That's Andrew, CCTV, Cape Town.